All right, we are live with Bryce Avery of the Rocket Summer here at
Hey.
Pace Studio in downtown Atlanta, Georgia.
So good
Bryce,
to be here.
thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're so stoked that you're here. We're going to hear 3 songs today. I just first wanted to congratulate you on Sweet Shivers.
Thank you so
It's
much.
out just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
That's got to feel
Very
good.
fresh. Very
Yeah.
fresh.
Nice. Well, I hope you're feeling fresh as well. Refreshed, that is. We can get right into it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the first song you're going to play?
Oh, okay. Yeah, this song. Let's see. This song is a little loop jam. I like to kind of play a bunch of things and figure it out as I go. So this song, it's a bit of a medley of sorts, I guess. I would call it that. So yeah, call it like the Never Knew loop jam or something like that. Cool. So you ready? day, and I pour my first coffee. I wonder if I have what it takes. 'Cause everywhere I go, I see breaking hearts, and everywhere I go, my own heart breaks. Every single day, I stay alive, and still I wonder if I have what it takes to survive. So messed up to survive. It's the hate, it's the atmosphere that you're in, I'm in every single day. It's like, hey man, hey, how could you leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Well, maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father too, or maybe you're just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Alone in the world, 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 al Domo.
All right. That was awesome, Bryce. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love
Working up
the
sweat
mashup.
in the Pace studio.
Yeah, it only happens at the Pace Studio.
Yeah.
So we talked about your record that was just out on August 2nd on Lab Records. Worthy of note is that those records are created, they're recorded, they're written, they're performed, they're produced all by yourself. What is it like to be so connected to every part of that process? I know earlier we were talking about sort of the blessings of creative neuroticism, but as long as
Right.
that's not a hindrance from productivity and
Right.
creative output. What are your thoughts? How does it feel? What are some of your hang-ups and breakthroughs in that process?
I mean, I've always loved music so much. Like growing up, my instruments were kind of my friends, and so I play a bunch of stuff, and I'm a total gearhead, and I like I don't know, like Neve mic preamps and stuff like that are my love language, and so I like getting into a studio and just creating and seeing what happens, and yeah, I mean, Sweet Shivers is out. I love it, and that's a funny answer, but Yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean, we all love it here as well, and we're glad that you're bringing some of that to our studio.
Yeah, thank you.
So we have a couple more songs. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about the next one that you're going to play?
I haven't even thought about it, but
Oh, man.
I'll figure it out on the spot.
All
Let's
right.
see. Let's do a song called Peace Signs. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the song's called Peace Signs. That's the one I'm going to do. Calm down, calm down. Some dimples in the sky, acacias on the ground. Love loud, love loud. All the bad blood bleed out, bleed out, bleed out. Ay, we're spinning round and round, around and round, round and round. Around the sun we go, getting too close. I hope we don't spin out of control. Peace signs, we're throwing at the dark times. Peace signs to counteract the bad vibes. Have a gaze deep into my neon psyche. Yellow and black, a certain fuchsia kinda lime green. The push, the pull, and just how quick the change from one to being assembled to one. Spinning round and round, around and round, round and round. Around the sun we go, getting too close. I hope we don't spin out of control. Peace signs, we're throwing at the dark tide. Peace signs to counteract the bad vibes. Peace signs, we're throwing as we pass by. Peace signs live in the back of my mind. Oh, 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 sound waves, scent of rain, the feeling that it makes, like cutting the gray. Oh, melt your heart, melancholy melody. Peace signs, we're throwing at the dark tide. Peace signs to counteract the bad vibes. Peace signs, we're throwing as we pass by. Peace signs live in the back of my mind. Na 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 na, yeah 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 yeah. We spin round and round, around and round, round and round. Peace signs. Thank you.
All right,
It's a
nice.
golf clap. I love it.
Yeah. The whole office is clapping. So
love it.
and
It's so
and
great.
you know it's pretty fun to bring this type of energy into not only the studio but the workspace as that is what Paste Studio and Paste headquarters ATL is all about.
So great.
So you're on tour right now.
Yeah.
And you're at the Masquerade tonight. You
Masquerade,
were saying earlier
OG.
that's a recurring,
It's recurring.
locale for a
It's a
Rocket
recurring
Summer show.
theme in my life. I
Nice.
have dreams about the Masquerade. Played there so many times.
And you said you're in the dark place.
Yeah, we're in the dark place tonight.
dark
There's
place.
heaven, hell, and purgatory, and
Right.
we're either in hell or purgatory. But
They all
we'll
sound
try
quite
bring
dark
light
to
in.
me.
Yeah, it's pretty dark, but I don't know. It gets pretty light in there, so it'll be a good vibe.
Well, I think you're gonna bring the light and maybe some darkness as well. We'll see.
Probably a little bit of both.
Perfect. That's what I would want. So yeah, and then you head north to New York City and beyond.
Yeah, it's the tour kind of just started. We kicked it off in Phoenix. We went through Texas and then Florida. We played Nashville last night. We're in Atlanta tonight, and then up the East Coast through the Midwest, Canada, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like you're going through the Carolinas up to New York, and then kind of into Canada and through the Midwest. That's a cool route.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Nice.
It's
Well,
tiring, but I'm excited.
continued safe
Love it.
travels for you,
Thank you.
on that endeavor.
Thank
And
you.
we met some of your entourage earlier. I know they're all putting in work at the venue right
Yeah,
now, which is
we're-
awesome. So
Yeah, setting
we're-
up the stage right now.
we're glad they could spare you for a few songs and about
Yeah.
90 minutes of hang here.
Yeah.
We're going to hear one more song. I got
Sure.
one more talking point after that for you. But
Okay.
why don't you tell us about what you're going to play last?
Let's see here. Once again, this is on the fly. I feel like I brought this keyboard in here, so I might as well play a song on the keys. I'm going to play a song called Slow Mo, a different version of it, though. Here we go. Tuner. Sounds a little different now. But yeah, so this song, it's called Slow Mo. I refer to this version as Slow Mo in Slow Mo, because the version on the record's kind of this like hip hop, little indie pop thing. But yeah, here we go. The skyline looks like a graph measuring hope and loneliness in Los Angeles. The pendulum goes back and forth. Come take a ride on the swing, swing set of swords. A teardrop in slow-mo. 20 thoughts, 50 thoughts, speed of light, 100 thoughts flow. Feels like I can fly. I'm crawling out my window to chase the sparks. See the beauty, sing the B-sides. You've been living like, been living like, been living like you died. And there's an older man at the corner store through his weathered eyes, so sees a big bright world. A teardrop in slow-mo. 20 thoughts, 50 thoughts, speed of light, 100 thoughts flow. Feels like I can fly. I'm crawling out my window to chase the sparks. Do you ever feel like letting go? And is it real that you recognize yourself? And are you at sea? Our mastery that you live on, just treading water. How much longer can you go? A teardrop in slow-mo. 20 thoughts, 50 thoughts, speed of light, 100 thoughts flow. Feels like I can fly. I'm crawling out my window to chase the sparks. The sparks. Arigato. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank
Thank
you.
you again.
Yeah.
So earlier we were talking about other questions I might ask you, and hopefully this isn't a surprise, but I think it's awesome and fascinating that you were on an episode as a child of Double Dare.
It's true.
This is true, right?
This is true.
Okay.
This is true.
You got to tell us the story.
Yeah, when I was a child, I was on vacation, and it's crazy. This story just follows me forever. But I walked. We were at Universal Studios in Florida, and we walked past Double Dare, and they were trying people out. So I made up a rap, and I got my family on the show, and we didn't answer a single question right, but we somehow won. And actually, there's a really funny story. Somebody had made a pin at the end of the episode when I went through the obstacle course, and I was like covered in pizza and everything. I was really bummed because we got to like 7th out of 8 obstacle courses, I think, and the camera came up to me, and I was just like super stone cold, and I threw a peace sign, and some fans like found it and made buttons out of them, and they gave me a button on one of our last tours. And one day we went to go out to eat, and I was in Los Angeles, and I just grabbed this button, and I was like, I'm gonna put this on my jacket. And I just put it on, and I went into this restaurant, and I walked right past Mark Summers, the host of Double Dare, and I was like, oh my gosh, Mark Summers, hey man, I was on Double Dare, and he was like, oh cool, and I was like, see look, and he was like, oh my gosh, this guy's like totally Looney Tunes, like
you're the
such
one,
a fanatic.
You're the insane person.
Yeah, and
who
I was
made
like,
buttons.
oh, I
Right,
literally
right.
just put this on, I swear, and anyway, we kind of hit it off and chatted for a while, and he was like, yeah, I was in some music videos, and he was like, here, let's stay in touch. So he like got up and to give me his card, and he was pulling his card out of his wallet, and then he just looked at me and he put it back in and he just sat down. Like he was like, this guy's like a total fanatic of Double Dare. But
Yeah,
it was it was just like a funny coincidence, but I love the story. So
that is an excellent. That story got better than I even anticipated. So thank you for sharing. It's going to continue to follow you everywhere. But
yeah,
you know,
for better
based
for
on,
worse. Man,
hopefully
I
based
would've
on our
thought.
reactions, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Man, so cool. Yeah. Well, we really appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you
and
for having me.
Good luck on the rest of tour. Kill it at the Masquerade tonight.
Yeah, it'll be great. If anybody's watching, you should come out. I'm a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde kind of a personality. So daytime, I'm a bit chill, but nighttime, it turns into a totally different thing. And so,
well, you'll bring both the light and the darkness,
that's the
or
idea.
whatever else you so choose.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's going to be great. So if you're in Atlanta, everybody listening right now, check that out. Otherwise, check out the Rocket Summer. We've hosted Bryce. We've hosted you a couple times before.
Right. It's always such a pleasure getting to do this. I've always had such admiration for the magazine and everything. So thanks for having me by.
It's great. Anytime. We'll definitely see you again in the future. And all of you listening out there on the worldwide internet, there's much more to listen to. PaceMagazine.com. Bryce, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.